Bethel TV, sharing the gospel around the world. La bonne nouvelle en tout temps et en tout lieu. Votre chaîne 100% chrétienne qui vous offre des talk shows encourageants pour apporter une étincelle dans votre vie.
Pourquoi pas devenir your own boss? La méthodologie pour pouvoir trouver une solution à ça. Exactement.
Souffert du cancer dans un premier cas, nous pouvons aussi faire une récurrence du cancer.
Des moments de divertissement. Des temps d'enseignement et de prière pour soutenir votre croissance spirituelle et entretenir la flamme de Dieu dans votre cœur. De l'actualité, non seulement pour nous tenir informés, mais aussi pour nous sensibiliser sur les réalités du monde autour de nous. Bethel TV, sharing the gospel around the world. La bonne nouvelle en tout temps et en tout lieu.
Femme, connecte-toi. Ce soir, nous aurons
ton meilleur ami, ton ami de tout le temps, toujours prêt à te consoler. Yahweh. Ton meilleur ami, il veut être ton ami de tout le temps. Il est prêt à te consoler. Nabetelo li solo ya camarade nanga. Il veut aussi être ton ami. Femme, tu peux te connecter. Il est la source de vie. Il est la source de paix. Oui, femme, connecte-toi, Jésus. Il est ton meilleur ami. Jésus, ton meilleur ami. Ton meilleur ami. Quand la dépression a frappé à ma porte, Yahweh, je ne pouvais pas en parler. Personne ne pouvait me comprendre, mais mon ami m'a toujours compris. Alléluia. Oh, il est mon ami de tout le temps. Ce soir, femme, il veut aussi être ton ami. Aujourd'hui, femme, il veut aussi être ton ami. Connecte-toi à cette source de vie. Connecte-toi à ton sauveur Jésus. Femme, connecte-toi, il est la solution. Femme, connecte-toi à cet homme qui s'appelle Jésus, 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 Jésus. Ton meilleur ami, il s'appelle Jésus, Jésus, Jésus. Ton meilleur ami, Jésus, mon meilleur ami. Il est mon meilleur ami. Femme, connecte-toi à ton meilleur ami. Ton meilleur ami. Ton meilleur ami. Femme, connecte-toi à ton meilleur ami. À ton meilleur ami, à ton meilleur ami.
Peut-être que ton problème ce soir, c'est parce que tu te dis Tu es tellement sale. Ton passé est tellement sale que tu ne peux pas te connecter à Jésus. Laisse-moi te dire qu'un jour, Jésus est en train de manger avec ses disciples et les collecteurs d'impôts sont venus et ils se sont mis à manger avec eux. Et la Bible dit que les pharisiens ont commencé à murmurer et à dire, mais si cet homme est vraiment celui qui prétend être, comment est-ce qu'il peut manger avec les pécheurs? Jésus leur dit, c'est le malade qui a besoin du médecin. Alors laisse-moi te dire ce soir, si tel est ton cas, tu es malade, tu as besoin de Jésus. Ne fuis pas, car lui seul peut te changer, lui seul peut te transformer, lui seul peut faire de toi la femme de ta destinée, la femme que tu es destinée à être. Connecte-toi à Jésus, c'est lui ton meilleur ami. Connecte-toi à Jésus, parle-lui, passe du temps avec lui, sors de la distraction, sors de toutes ces choses qui ne t'emmèneront nulle part. Et connecte-toi à Jésus, car lui seul est la solution. Lui seul est le chemin, la vérité et la vie. Femme, connecte-toi à Jésus. Que Dieu vous bénisse.
Femme, connecte-toi. Nous nous retrouvons vendredi prochain à 18 h. En attendant, n'hésite pas à aimer cette vidéo et de partager.
Hello guys, how you guys doing? It's me, your girl Gracia Susuzande. Of course, you know me from this amazing beautiful videos on YouTube, doing all these tutorials for you guys, and also why not on Miss Africa GB 2018 and Miss Congo 2018. Well, right now I'm coming with something fabulous. I would like to present to you your new TV show, which is going to be called Etincelle. This show is going to be happening every single Friday at 7 p.m. on Bethel TV. So you probably want to find out why Etincelle. Well, Etincelle is a French word for sparkle. For Etincelle, I would like to bring light into someone's life from the dark place where they are, not knowing really who they are and where they're going, or trying to bring them into the light to really wanting to find out and get to know exactly who they are. And with that, I'll be inviting amazing people who got amazing testimony to be able to help you that is going through so much, that you feel like your life is so blurry, that you don't really know your self-identity. These people will be able to help you as themselves have gone through that, you know. So my message to you today is that God has your back. He got you and will not let you go. That you can come from somewhere and go somewhere. Etincelle. You can now catch me live on Facebook, on Bethel TV, sharing the gospel around the world. Every single Friday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Connect yourself, don't miss it, as this is going to be a life changer.
Hello, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fabulous. Welcome to Etincelle. Etincelle, your new TV show that you love to watch, that you love to, you know, take care every single time, every single Friday, as we are Friday indeed. And so Etincelle is a show that brings you light. Etincelle is all about, you know, bringing knowledge, because we cease to learn every day. We seem to understand things, to take in situation, to take in knowledge, so we can be able to understand the situation that we are ourselves. So this show is all about really helping you, helping myself, you know, to acknowledge the situation where I am, where I'm standing, so I can be able to come out of that situation. When I'm talking about situation, I mean like a really bad situation, something that you can't seem to see with your naked eyes, situation that you can't seem to understand really, coming out of it, so you can be able to move forward to where you're supposed to go, with whom you're supposed to be around, you know, you're through your destiny. And so today I brought with me someone amazing, someone that will bring us a lot of knowledge with a subject that is the multiple faces of beauty. And so I would like to tell you, share, please share as much as you can. You know, asking you this favor is basically, is for not just yourself, but it's for the whole world. People are connected on your page who need to see this show, so please share as much as you can. Share on your contacts, your pages, on your WhatsApp, on your Facebook, Instagram. If you need to take pictures, record, do as much as you can, so we can be able to create a much bigger audience. All right, so we can be able all to get the knowledge that we're going to be sharing today. All right, so I have with me someone amazing, but I will introduce her to you just after this short break, so you can be able to take time to share and to do all these things, and be able to, you know, attach your bell, because it's gonna take you know, it's gonna be shaking right now. Soon everything is gonna be going crazy. So we're coming back in just a second. Stay tuned.
Femme, connecte-toi. Ce soir, nous aurons
ton meilleur ami, ton ami de tout le temps, toujours prêt à te consoler. Yahweh, ton meilleur ami, il veut être ton ami de tout le temps, il est prêt à te consoler. Bethel, solo y un camarade nanga. Il veut aussi être ton ami. Femme, tu peux te connecter. Il est la source de vie, il est la source de paix. Oui, femme, connecte-toi, Jésus. Il est ton meilleur ami. Jésus, ton meilleur ami. Meilleur ami. Quand la dépression a frappé à ma porte, Yahweh, je ne pouvais pas en parler. Personne ne pouvait me comprendre, mais mon ami m'a toujours compris. Alléluia. Oh, il est mon ami de tout le temps. Ce soir, femme, il veut aussi être ton ami. Aujourd'hui, femme, il veut aussi être ton ami. Connecte-toi à cette source de vie. Connecte-toi à ton sauveur Jésus. Femme, connecte-toi. Il est la solution. Femme, connecte-toi à cet homme qui s'appelle Jésus, 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 Jésus. Ton meilleur ami, il s'appelle Jésus, 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 ton meilleur ami. Jésus, mon meilleur ami. Il est mon meilleur ami. Femme, connecte-toi à ton meilleur ami. Ton meilleur ami. Ton meilleur ami. Femme, connecte-toi à ton meilleur ami. À ton meilleur ami. À ton meilleur ami. Yahweh.
Peut-être que ton problème ce soir, c'est parce que tu te dis, tu es tellement sale, ton passé est tellement sale que tu peux pas
I can't see you.
Jésus.
Move. Alright, so we are back on this beautiful platform with my amazing guest, who I will speak a little bit, but she can continue on that one. Alright, so Regine is her name, and she is someone that I admire and love so dear. She's the kind of person that I will always would like to, you know, to have an advice on. And so apart from that, I would like actually you to say all the other details.
Thank you. Thank you, Gracia, for the invitation.
Yes,
I am
of course.
so pleased to be here today.
Yes.
So my name is Regine Monoki. I am part of the same church as Gracia, Bethel Church, and I'm also part of the youth that we have in this church. And today, I really want just to share with her like whatever we have to be sharing today. And yeah, that's pretty much about it.
That's it. So once again, thank you for taking the invitation, because doesn't mean that I invite you, you may say no, but you said yes. And once again, thank you. So today we're going to be talking about the multiple faces of beauty. And the reason why, because beauty is something very important. All right, last time we spoke about love and self-love, which is like topics really to enlighten. And today we're going to be talking about the multiple faces of beauty. Why? Because once again, beauty is something that touches all aspects. All right, it touches so many things. And before we even begin, I will define beauty. What is truly beauty? Beauty is a combination of qualities such as shape, color, form that pleases the aesthetic, all right, senses, especially the sight. It means the eyes. That is the definition of beauty. So according to you or anyone else, you can define always beauty how you see it, how you feel it. So according to you, Regine, how do you define beauty?
It's a hard question for me to define beauty, because beauty can be seen on the eye of the person who wants to see beauty to me, because it can be inside, it can be outside, it can be around you. So beauty is very wide. So I would say that beauty is just speaking, when of the aesthetic, it's just what you find attractive. And then when it comes to the inside, it's what you find attractive in the inside of someone. So to me, beauty is all those type of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just say something inside. When it comes to beauty, I just feel like a lot of people focus only on the outside, basically what you see. So when the definition of beauty, it says shape, color, form, all that. And we can also say that beauty touches a person. Beauty can touch the animal. Beauty touches object, elements. Beauty can touch the nature. Beauty is really can touch so many things, even the things that we can really not see. Even in smell, meaning odor, there is also a beauty inside. So but today we're going to be focusing on a person, a human being. Beauty. Why? Because me and you and Regine are human beings who were created by the Almighty. We were created by His own image, as Genesis speaks about. All right, His own image. So what is really this image? Right. So this image is not, God is spirit. It's true. That means it touches the spirit. When God created us and took the mud, He made a body, so it touched the physics. And then once more within us, God put a soul. Means that we also have a soul. But in how you can define soul, you can say the soul is the heart, right? So a person, the physic, the spirit, and the soul, which is the heart. So we're going to discuss all about that and really see how important it is that beauty is. We're going to discuss the negative side of it and how we can truly, how would you say this, take it in the right way, move forward to the right way. Taking the enlightenment, meaning the information that we're going to be discussing about today. So beautiful. So you said that beauty is all that, but when it comes to like, can you go a little bit deeper?
So basically, to me, personally to me, because you can define beauty to you, I believe. You can define beauty. We were talking earlier, and you say that you see beauty as...
Yes. Like if I have to compare, if I have to compare beauty to something, I would say that beauty is like a flower. The reason why it's like a flower is because a flower has its own shape. A flower has its own color. A flower doesn't add anything and takes out anything. It's just the way it is. And if you come close to it, you smell it, inhale it. It has its own smell. So there's no makeup on it. There is no let me add a perfume on it. There's no let me, I don't know, but you can take care of it just the way it is, and it comes out of the ground without no aspect of adding, taking away. Exactly. So it's natural, just the way it is. This is how I can define beauty according to me. So how can you define?
I find it beautiful what she say, because she sees so many things in the flower, and I've never seen it in my life in a flower. When I look at a flower, I'm just, oh, that's beautiful.
That is true.
But she says so many things because that's her. That's her. This is how she sees the flower. This is the beauty she sees coming out of the flower. And personally, I see beauty, for example, in smiles. I love people's smiles. I love it when, if they can have a teeth that goes like this or like that, and I just find it beautiful to see a smile, you see.
That's true.
And that's my real beauty. Maybe a dentist will see a smile of someone who's going to be like, what is going on here? You need to go see me. But yeah, it's my version of beauty. This is how I see it, and this is a perfect example to show that we have different views of beauty. So it's very subjective, You cannot say that this person, for example, is not beautiful or this person is beautiful, because who are you really to judge the beauty of someone when someone else is thinking something else? So it's really about it,
I agree, absolutely. Especially the generation that we are living in currently. All right, we are not 100 years old. All right, we are in our 20s, and so we really wanted to touch on beauty, especially in our generation, but up more as well, for wherever you are or how old you are. Really, you need to ask yourself or how to really define beauty according to you. So what do you really see when you wake up in the morning? I'm sure that if you're a female, surely you'll go to the bathroom, wash your face, and really look at yourself in the mirror. What do you really see? How do you see the negative side of yourself? Like, do you define your beauty as negative, or do you define your beauty, meaning that is really true you without adding or extract anything? Do you see negative, right? This is all about helping you and helping ourselves. We need to understand the true beauty. And so you wanted to go on like the what's it called, the negative and positive side of beauty. Really, why? Because we live in a generation. How can you really define this generation when it comes to beauty?
I would say that we limit ourselves to what we see.
Okay.
Because if you ask a young person what is beauty, they will say beauty is something I'm attracted to. Like beauty is something that we see. Beauty is something that is physical. You know? But as we said before, beauty can be hidden sometimes, and you can try to find it somewhere. But in our generation, we really are focused only on what we see and only on what we see. And I think that this is a disadvantage of beauty, you see.
Definitely. I agree, because even when I just defined beauty just earlier, they're talking about shape, color, form. All this is the things that you really just see with your eyes, obviously. But they're forgetting that a human being is made of 3 parts, all right? So in this generation that we're talking about, when it comes to beauty, I feel like the true meaning of beauty has faded away.
Yeah.
All right. It doesn't really exist anymore to see you who you are. All right. And who you are is not really what I see. It's the inside. You know, that other layers of you. All right. So we kind of split it, negative and positive side of beauty. So when you have beauty, what is the negative side of it? When you have beauty, what is the positive side of it? And we're going to be talking about it like one by one, and really try to open your mind, try to open your ears, all right, unlock it, so you can be able to get information that can be able to help you where you're finding yourself. All right, so just before we begin, I'll say negative side of beauty. When it comes to me, I'll say that is or you just touched on it, is the blind side. Right, in this generation, I feel like we are so blind about really seeing the second layer and the third layer of beauty of a person. As soon as we see somebody, we just see this first layer, or how the person look like, or maybe if this person is short, then the person is not beautiful. If the person is too tall, then the person is not beautiful. There is so many things like that really truly blinds us to really see the true meaning of beauty. What about you?
Yeah. So just to come back on this one, so I feel like in our society today, and ever since, you know, it has always been like that. We have beauty standards, you know. Like, for example, someone with standard changes all the time, you know, like every century is a standard change. So basically, now if you have like nice shape, if you have a flat belly, if you have like a light skin, curly hair, I like that's why it's defined as beautiful. Like we're talking about BBL, like you need to go under the knife, you know, for them to shape your belly, you know, to shape your button, to shape your, you know, when you how do you say in French, your derrière, how does they say it, you know, to add a little bit of extension on your hair, meaning like surgical speaking. I mean, you need to bleach your teeth, you need to I mean, there's so many things really that you're extracting just for you to look a certain way, and in just to fit in
that society. Is really to fit in the society. And this is what I feel like is really destroying this generation. Our beauty is fading, it's really fading. What else can you say when it comes to the negative side of beauty?
Negative side of beauty, I would say that sometimes, you know, we just comparing ourselves like constantly, because you see someone, there will always be someone more beautiful than you, and this is how it is, you know. So when you see someone, you may be like, oh, she's more beautiful than me, so what did she do? Oh, she has her hair like that, so let me try to do something like this, like that. And you keep on envying people, and all the time constantly envy people, and that envy can lead to so many bad things.
Definitely, I agree on that. I can touch on that. Like when we're talking about envy, it's basically the things you see social media, things that you see just like in your everyday life, the things that you see on the internet. I mean, everywhere you go, we have eyes, so you do see. And then when you see, instead of just like admiring what that person has or what that person is looking like, you envy, you want it. You want it so bad, and you go to an extra mile to steal. This can lead you to stealing. You know, envy someone can lead you to death. Why? Because you're becoming depressed, right? We're talking about depression here. You're becoming depressed. Like you can't get it. You can't seems to live without it. It's like if you don't have eyelashes on, like you're just looking absolutely ugly. You need to do your nails because your nails is so. It's good to have it, but don't go to the point where you cannot live without it. Because at the end of the day, when God sends you on this earth, you came without it. Am I right?
That's it, exactly.
You know, you came without it, and so you need to be able to accept it. So lacking of acceptance leads you to, like I said, depression, and more depression can lead you to suicidal thoughts. Is really working within your mind, and then someone will just come in your room and find you that you just like killed yourself. And there's so many young people who have killed themselves because they couldn't get the things that they were asking, because their parents didn't give them enough money with their pocket money. They went and steal, and what they stole led them to people looking for the person and actually kill them. You see what I mean? So there's so many things that envy can lead you to, and it's something to take on board. Wake up where you are, whether you're a parent, whether you are a young adult, whether you're a child that you're watching me right now, you know, wake up, really wake up. So where else do you feel like negative side can lead you?
And before getting to depression, you know, there are like little signals. For example, comparing yourself, as we say, you know, this is what's going to lead you to diminish yourself. You know, you're always going to try to be like, oh, she is better, he is better, and then you don't feel well, and this is where it's going to lead you to, for example, health disorder, for example anorexia, and then you don't eat anymore because you want to be like that person who have a flat belly, but you don't know that person went to go a plastic surgery to have that flat belly.
Exactly.
You know, so you're not, you know, he's starving yourself and then having a health disorder, and that's going to get you to depression, you know. So it's really important to pay attention to those small signals. When you start comparing yourself to someone a bit too much, you know, come back to yourself and ask yourself the question like, why am I doing it? Like, why am I doing
question?
What is that going to bring me in my life, you see? And we are all different, so you can't really compare, you know, an apple to a pea.
Exactly.
So they're both fruits. I like
that one.
So you can't really compare that. It depends on your taste. That's it. You see.
You said something just earlier. You said that there's always going to be someone more beautiful than you. I somehow disagree with you.
Okay.
Because you just said something just now that an apple and orange cannot be compared. It's exactly like you that's watching me right now, right? You can be, let's say you have siblings, right? You will never, even though you came from the same belly, you will never look like your sister, and your sister will never look like you. But it doesn't mean that she's more beautiful than you, or you are more beautiful than her. Right? This, I'm talking about girls here, and so this beauty is really above the physics, and this is where really I wanted to ring a bell into someone's mind. Beauty is above it. All right, so there's platforms where they really emphasizing, and then they're really pushing beauty in the you know, physical aspect, but it's really more than that. So I really need you to come out of that shell, to come out of that box, because you are beautiful inside and out. You need to start acknowledging it, starting from now. Right, this is the sparkle that we're talking about, Etincelle. And so we said also, like, envy can lead you to prison, but what else can it lead you to? Envy can lead you from stealing. Stealing can lead you to prison. Do you really want to spend your life?
No.
And I've
just
seen,
because of beauty.
Exactly. How many girls out there who have money? I mean, you have money. You do work. You do get some cash, but you still find yourself in a shop stealing. There are so many girls out there because what is what you have, it's not enough. What you have is not, in French we say suffisant. All right, it's not enough. So you want to keep on pushing yourself to where you're not supposed to go. All right, So what else can you say when it comes
really,
to the negative?
Yeah, deep down, what you have is enough. Is enough. That's why we need to change our focus. You know, we need to change our mentality, because when we compare ourselves, we will always find ourselves finding that we are not enough. We need more when we are just enough. You see, we are just enough.
Exactly.
And there is no need, you know, to go and seek for more, because you will never be satisfied. You know, there is always more. There is always more, and there will always be. So just be satisfied with what you have, because this is what's going to bring you happiness inside as well. You see, it's going to bring you peace, because you're just happy with the person who you are, happy with what you see on the face, and that's a work. You know,
exactly.
You don't wake up in the morning and be like, oh, I'm so beautiful, everything is perfect. You see, it's true. You have to work on yourself. You have to give yourself, like, to talk to yourself like, no, Regine, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, stop thinking that you are ugly, you are beautiful. Exactly. And this is something that you have to change. You know, it's the same way someone came to on Instagram telling you that having a cellulite is ugly. It's the same way you have to tell yourself, no, having my cellulite is actually natural. So what should I do with that?
Exactly.
That's it.
So, but I wanted to ask you a question, Vision. When it comes to like the negative side of beauty, like when you look at yourself, because we're not always like 100% satisfied about ourselves. So what is the negative side of beauty that you find within you that can possibly, like, I don't know, that someone can maybe
something I feel insecure about?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say, what can I say? I have a skin condition that we call strawberry legs. Do you know that?
What?
Strawberry legs. It's basically
strawberry legs.
Strawberry legs.
It has actually legs, but it's just called that. No, just kidding.
Yeah. So it's basically a skin condition. You see freckles on your face.
Okay.
I have the same thing on my legs, for example, and it took me time, you know, to accept it, because it's not what we see on social media. Exactly. It's not what you see, like the beauty standard. It doesn't fit inside of it. But I had to, you know, find a way to accept it, because this is me and this is my body, and I will end up in my body. Like when I am alone in my room, I'm all by myself with my body. So I have to love myself. Otherwise, I will hurt myself. Otherwise, I will try to, you know, go and try to look like someone else, and that is not going to bring me a happiness.
Exactly.
And this is not what God wants from me. That's
Have you ever found yourself in a place where you felt like envious of someone?
Definitely, yeah. And this is all I'm going to tell you, because of social media.
Social media is a massive platform.
Oh my God.
Where a lot of negative things truly happen. But you can turn around only if you want to. But yes, it's true. Social media.
Yeah, so I was seeing all those beautiful girls, all those light-skinned girls. Everyone was like, she is beautiful, and that kind of person are not beautiful. And I was just finding myself like, where am I? You know, where am I? And it was all because of everything I was seeing on social media. And one day, you know, I was just like, you know, I'm tired, I am sick of it. And then I just stopped social media for a while, for 2 months, and then trust me, it really changed my way of seeing things. It really changed my way of seeing myself, and it really made me see like the way God created me, you see, as a beautiful creation. And I think
did it only come from yourself, or did you get people to tell you, hey, stop what you're doing, start loving yourself?
So on the same social media, you also have people
who basically were telling you.
You also have people who are gonna be there and telling you that you have to love yourself. And you know, when you keep on hearing something constantly, it becomes your faith.
Exactly.
You know? It actually becomes your faith. When you say that you have to love yourself, you have to love yourself. At some point, you believe that you have to love yourself, you know, and you try to find a way to love yourself.
Exactly. And there's always a way to truly loving yourself. But did you ever went to the point where like it led you to, how would I say this? You said cutting yourself. Oh wow.
No. I haven't done it.
You never?
No.
Okay, who? This is
I mean, hurting yourself in the way, for example, when you don't eat, you're hurting yourself.
Exactly.
At some point, I was very thin because I wasn't eating anymore. You see?
It really led you to that point.
Yeah. I was very thin. I wasn't eating anymore.
That is sad.
That's so sad.
That how lack of beauty can lead you to, meaning death. And so this once again is for you to acknowledge that you need to take care of yourself. All right. So the beauty that we're talking about, like when we're looking at a flower, you just don't buy a flower from the shop and just put it there. Usually there's always this little packet that is attached to the flower bouquet that you need to add water and really add the liquid inside the vase, and after that, you just, you know, it will let the flower bloom, you know, and open up. But that flower needs also the sun. That flower also needs still water to be sprayed on it. So it's the same thing as a person, where you still need to continue to take care of yourself besides of what you have. All right, so we are going to come back straight after, so we can be able to talk on the positive side of beauty. And so we're coming back in a second. Make sure that you stay tuned. Make sure that you keep on sharing, because we need you to share as much as possible so we can create a bigger, much bigger audience. Thank you so much for just being you.
Amen.
See you soon.
Femme, connecte-toi. Ce soir, nous aurons
ton meilleur ami, ton ami de tout le temps, toujours prêt à te consoler. Yahweh, ton meilleur ami, il veut être ton ami de tout le temps, il est prêt à te consoler. Na Bethel, lisolo ya camarade nanga, il veut aussi être ton ami. Femme, tu peux te connecter. Il est la source de vie, il est la source de paix. Oui, femme, connecte-toi, Jésus, il est ton meilleur ami. Jésus, ton meilleur ami, ton meilleur ami. Quand la dépression a frappé à ma porte, Yahweh, je ne pouvais pas en parler. Personne ne pouvait me comprendre, mais mon ami m'a toujours compris. Alléluia. Oh, il est mon ami de tout le temps. Ce soir, femme, il veut aussi être ton ami. Aujourd'hui, femme, il veut aussi être ton ami. Connecte-toi à cette source de vie. Connecte-toi à ton sauveur Jésus. Femme, connecte-toi, il est la solution. Femme, connecte-toi à cet homme qui s'appelle Jésus, 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 ton meilleur ami. Il s'appelle Jésus, 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 ton meilleur ami. Jésus, mon meilleur ami. Il est mon meilleur ami. Femme, connecte-toi à ton meilleur ami. Ton meilleur ami. Ton meilleur ami. Femme, connecte-toi à ton meilleur ami. À ton meilleur ami, à ton meilleur ami.
Peut-être que ton problème ce soir, c'est parce que tu te dis, tu es tellement sale, ton passé est tellement sale que tu ne peux pas te connecter à Jésus. Laisse-moi te dire qu'un jour, Jésus est en train de manger avec ses disciples et les collecteurs d'impôts sont venus et ils se sont mis à manger avec eux. Et la Bible dit que les pharisiens ont commencé à murmurer et à dire, mais si cet homme est vraiment celui qui prétend être, comment est-ce qu'il peut manger avec les pécheurs? Jésus leur dit, c'est le malade qui a besoin du médecin. Alors laisse-moi te dire ce soir, si tel est ton cas, tu es malade, tu as besoin de Jésus. Ne fuis pas, car lui seul peut te changer, lui seul peut te transformer, lui seul peut faire de toi la femme de ta destinée, la femme que tu es destinée à être.
And yes, we are back once again on the platform that you love so dear. We already covered so many things. We defined beauty, what truly beauty is. You know, when it comes to beauty, it covers the shape, the form, the colors, and so. And this is really, we're talking about the physical side. We covered the negative side of beauty. Like if you're lacking beauty, you feel like you're lacking beauty, what does it lead you to? What is it really? How do you feel? We spoke about the fact that, beauty, within beauty, it's not just the person, but you can find beauty also in an animal, you can find it in the nature, in so many things, in the things that you cannot see, all right? So my question to you is that, the positive side of beauty, what are they really?
I feel like, when you find yourself beautiful, it's so much easier to see the beauty in other people.
Oh,
you see?
I like
because,
that.
Loving yourself is also one of the factor, of loving yourself is finding yourself beautiful in a way, you see? So loving other people, you're also gonna find the beauty in the other people, and then it's so much easier, to uplift them,
yourself,
to encourage other people, because you're not jealous, you don't envy them anymore, because you love yourself, you're satisfied with yourself, you find yourself beautiful.
Exactly.
So you know that you don't have to look at people to value yourself or to compare yourself to people, to value yourself or to diminish someone else, to maximize yourself, So it's just really beauty brings out confidence in you, and then you can share this confidence with other people, and you can also add confidence to someone else,
Definitely.
So it's really good.
I like that. Confidence is definitely the key when it comes to beauty, because we see people like Rihanna, Beyonce, and so it's true, we don't really know them much, but what we see is like we find them beautiful, and themselves, they know they are beautiful. So when they're stepping outside, they're walking with their head up high, right? And they're just walking with so much confidence. Is that how you feel as well when you look at yourself and you feel like, hey, I'm beautiful today?
I feel like it's a journey, it's a journey. We're getting there. We're getting there.
So you're working on it.
Yeah, I think that every person who say that they are confident, they're working also on the confidence, on the confidence, because it's not something that you get just one day like this and you're confident, super confident. Some people do, but in the society where we live, where we keep on comparing ourselves, sometimes you can have, those moments where you're down and you're just like, oh, that's true, maybe I'm a bit too fat, that's true, maybe I'm a bit too ugly, and then you remember who you are, and then you wake up and you have this time, when you don't feel very well, and that happens. That's human, I believe.
That's true.
And the more you overcome all the small moments, the more you become confident as well, because you ask yourself some questions and then you answer them through experience, I guess. Experience. Yeah. And then it's just so much easier to love yourself even more and be confident and to love others as well, and to appreciate what they have, to appreciate the beauty and to uplift them as well. Because sometimes, when a confident person comes to you and they say that, oh Garcia, you're so beautiful, like, look at you. It makes you feel, it makes you feel good.
Somehow,
it makes you feel good, and it actually boosts your confidence. So I really think it's really important to be able to do this, but it's hard to do it when you are not confident with yourself, when you don't find yourself beautiful, because you will see this girl, oh, she's beautiful, she's more beautiful than me. and then you start diminishing yourself, and this is so bad because this is like a vicious circle, you know. It's just in your mind, you're asking yourself so many questions, and that's how you fall into envy and all the things that we talk about earlier.
The negative, the negative side of it.
So it's very important, you know, to uplift others.
Uplifting others is definitely the key. And so where are the places really where you think like beauty in now day and age can be found, like that they really not really utilizing it how they're supposed to? Where do you think? I can give an example. For example, school. Right, these are the places where as a really young girl or young boy, they really pick on your appearance. They pick on how you look like, how you're standing up, how you dress, how you smell, you know, your eye contact, your all that, you know. Was that really the case as well when it comes to you?
Definitely. When I was little, I guess, because today people pay attention to, sometimes some people pay attention to the ways they treat you. For example, they're not gonna say like mean stuff to you because they know that it can hurt you. Like some people are conscious about it. But back then, you know, when we were a bit little, like 10 to 15 years old, people are mean. Children are mean.
I agree on that one.
Yeah, so they're gonna look at you and gonna be like, especially because I grew up in Switzerland, so there were like a lot of white people, and I grew up surrounded by white people, and sometimes people would look at my hair and be like, oh, your hair looks weird, oh, your hair, and you see, it makes you feel like it took me years to love my hair because everyone was telling me that your hair looks weird. Like, who told you that my hair looked weird? You see what I mean? It's just people, and it's just,
and they bring in all this negative words.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how you feel afterwards, you know. When so many people say your hair looks weird, you believe it because, as I said, you know, faith comes from what you hear. So you believe in what you hear, and when people tell you, you're weird, you're too black, you're too this, you're too that, you start believing it.
Exactly.
So yeah,
I think even when it comes to skin color, beauty can touch skin color, and I feel like this is definitely a massive subject. Beauty and the skin, and then I think we're just gonna talk about it next time. But when it comes to beauty, I can touch on it. Like growing up, I used to get bullied.
Okay.
All right. Because I was the only black girl in my own school, and so all the other children were like different, you know, backgrounds and stuff. So like what they've seen is either frightened or even just they feel like it was good, but they just feel like it has to.
It was a prejudice.
Exactly. So I didn't feel beautiful. I didn't feel like I belonged, you know, to a certain place or to a certain group, because I always was rejected constantly, and so it really played on so many. It was like, oh, Gracie, you don't smell good, you don't look good, you don't. Even I was the fastest girl in the school, even though I was doing all the things I was doing, but it felt like it was not enough. So I was finding myself always in my corner, because it's like they took this sparkle, this precious thing out of it, you know, and lack of confidence, as you just said right now. So do you ever feel like, because sometimes like when you don't feel like that, you tend to always make that person feel that way, because you say something, you just said something just now, it's like when you feel beautiful, you tend to tell someone as well that you're beautiful, uplift them. But the contrary of it is when you don't feel that way, you make someone else feel that way, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we call, sometimes people are mean, you know, you see like the mean people, but sometimes it's hiding somewhere in something in them, you see. So for example, someone who's always like, oh, you're ugly, or someone who's always like beating someone and stuff, they have, you know, something that in them that is hurting, you see. I
just feel in my head right now. I guess
they're hurting. They're actually hurting. So that's why, you know, when I see a bully sometimes, you see, I have some difficulty to think that is just a mean person, because you don't know, what's going on inside of them. And that's just their way of expressing, a lack of confidence and a lack of self-love, you see. So sometimes it can be, tricky on that one. Yeah.
Very, very tricky. Beauty is in this generation, like, is really is something massive. Massive. So continue on that subject. I'll say that beauty is something that to really consider, but to consider in all aspects. In the platform such as beauty pageant, for example, is a platform where the physical side is pushed forward, right? You need to look a certain way. You need to be a certain shape. You need to be speaking a certain way. Your skin color can definitely play a part as well. Your background can play a part as well. But it's all about really how you look, because you cannot be too short.
That's it.
Yeah. You need to be slim. You need to have probably, I don't know what it is, but you need to have that in French we say, the standard and the je ne sais quoi, like that thing it has to be there. And I just feel like it's really a shame, because at the end of the day we are all beautiful inside and out. It's just really about you to find it and work on it. As you said yourself, you need to work on it. Work on it as much as you can. What else can you say really when it comes to our generation, when it comes to beauty?
I feel like our generation, if I can give an advice, it will be stop looking only at the outside, because that's not the only thing you see. It's only like one part of the iceberg. The whole big part is out, downstairs,
Definitely.
So you have to go and look for it. And I believe
deeper.
that we don't like going deeper nowadays. We like everything so fast, so fast. You see, for example, when it comes to dating and relationships, you see, like when we don't see what we want on that person, like we tend to, give up and be like, oh no, that's fine. Oh no, that's fine.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, or we just limit ourselves to what we see.
Yes.
But sometimes, what is hidden can be so
beautiful.
So beautiful, and we need to to go and try to look for it, to have the patience sometimes to dig, because we never know where we can find. You see?
Ooh, spot me on that one. I like when you just say you never know what you can find. In this generation we don't dig deeper, and we really just see the outside, she said. I like that. And I would like to continue on this subject, but we will continue straight after this break. Make sure that you take enough drink. Yeah, if you need to go to the loo, make sure you go to the loo. If you need to get your popcorn, grab it, because we're coming back way stronger than we started. Stay tuned.
Femme, connecte-toi. Ce soir, nous aurons
ton meilleur ami, ton ami de tout le temps, toujours prêt à te consoler. Yahweh, ton meilleur ami, dépression a frappé à ma porte, Yahweh. Je ne pouvais pas en parler. Personne ne pouvait me comprendre. Mais mon ami m'a toujours compris. Alléluia. Oh, il est mon ami de tout le temps. Ce soir, femme, il veut aussi être ton ami. Aujourd'hui, femme, il veut aussi être ton ami. Connecte-toi à cette source de vie. Connecte-toi à ton sauveur Jésus. Femme, connecte-toi. Il est la solution. Femme, connecte-toi à cet homme qui s'appelle Jésus, 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 Jésus. Ton meilleur ami, il s'appelle Jésus, Jésus, Jésus. Ton meilleur ami, Jésus, mon meilleur ami. Il est mon meilleur ami. Femme, connecte-toi à ton meilleur ami. Ton meilleur ami.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're good. I hope that you took that break to do the things that you had to do so we can be able to continue on this subject. We are in our third part where we're going to be, kind of resume a little bit of things that we said. We're going to be, touching here and there when it comes to also the acceptance of beauty. And how do you feel about it? And, just talking about it, with my sister Regine, and she can be able to tell us a little bit when it comes to acceptance. Just a small question: why do you think it's so difficult to accept yourself?
Yeah, once again, I believe it's because of standards. When you compare yourself, it's hard to accept what you have because everyone says something is beautiful and you have something else. So it's hard to accept that you are not the one who ideal, that they're seeking for, and that you just like your own ideal. You see? And it's hard to accept that. You see, and I feel like when you understand that you are different and we all are different because we are all human beings. You see. That's when you start moving forward, when it comes to self-love, you see. And yeah, really, it's
I like that because it's important to accept, and it's so difficult that, it's not even difficult. We are making it way difficult than it is actually. It's simple, but we really, really making it very difficult. Even when it comes to beauty, it's so difficult to accept beauty. So we're talking about, if you had to how to say this? We say that beauty is really not just the physical side you
it's
see,
not physical.
But it's also other layers. But why is it so difficult for us to really not accept us as we are? This other layer.
I believe that because the physical appearance, that's what you see first.
Okay.
You meet someone, that's what you see. You see my face, that's it, you see. So I feel like this is why it is so important today, because that's just the first thing you see. So if you don't know someone, you know their face. You know what I mean? So I think that's why everyone wanna, have that beautiful first impression.
Exactly.
Everyone wanna be that cute girl. When you see her, you wondering who she is. Everyone wanna have that thing. That special thing. I love how you say that. But yeah, that's what everyone is seeking for today. When I think, as I said before, I feel like beauty is, it's that little things that is not like the others. You say
it's just different but beautiful. Still.
Different but beautiful. I love that. Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like there is more beauty in difference than looking like everyone else. You see, like for example, on Instagram today, we see every girl looking the same.
That means the contour is the same. We just know that this is where you need to put the line. This is where you need to put here. Even when it comes to, we spoke so much about girls, but boys also, beauty.
You all have the same hairstyle.
Yeah, if it's the high top, it's the high top. But it's just crazy. But what I wanted to say is that acceptance is not just really what we, like Regine said, it's the outside, but it's accepting also like, hey, I am short. All right, I'm short. God has made me that way.
Yeah.
And hey, I am I am a little bit large. If I'm large, then I am large, then I need to accept myself. Like, I can give like a small testimony. Me, for example, myself, like I feel like I'm just not accepting myself, and this topic is touching myself, because every time I speak, I also speak towards myself. This subject is really touching me, as I can't seem to accept myself the way I am physically. Why? Because I was a certain weight. I mean, when I was young, I was looking a certain way, and now I'm grown, I'm looking certain ways as well. So I'm missing who I was. I can't seem to accept who I am right now. And so it's really touching and working on my mind, is working on my emotions, is really touching everything I am. So it's crazy, especially as Miss Africa GB second princess that I am. Like, beauty is really all I'm thinking, meaning I need to look a certain way, I need to walk a certain way. If I go outside in the street, I can't just be dressed somehow. I need to be dressed certain way. At least put a powder on your face. I can't just have my nails dirty. Do you see what I mean? It's like, it's a lot of pressure
presentable,
on myself, and it's really affecting me. So what talking about this is really like ringing a bell also on myself. But working on yourself is not bad also. So it's just all that is really important, that this doesn't lead you to the wrong path. All right. Someone told me one day, what you don't like, you change it. Do you agree? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me?
But you don't like, you changing. I feel like it pushes people to change, to actually go to a doctor and change it, you see.
Okay.
So it depends. For example, I like your example when you talk about the weight, because you used to be a certain weight, you used to be comfortable like that, and then you've changed a bit. But you want to go back to the person you were.
I would like to,
You would like to. The person you were once, and there was nothing wrong with that, I believe, you see. It's not that she's trying to be like Kim K, or she's trying to be like someone else. She just want to be healthy. Like, she is healthy, obviously, but she just want to be like as healthy as she thinks she was back then, you see. So that's, you know, it's yourself. You're just trying to evolve yourself, you know. She's just comparing herself to who she was back then, and she want to be a bit more better, than to feel better in her shape, you see. And I feel like there was nothing wrong with that, because it's just bettering yourself, you
see. Well, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. But and then also, like, it's just like not just taking it to the other side of the extent side, all right? Meaning like, okay, you can go under the knife, but and then it's like there's a lot of danger there. Think twice, honestly, before it's really necessary.
Hello.
Yes, hello. I'm just calling because of one thing what you've been talking about. I really appreciate the show about beauty, because this touch all of us, adults, young, and you know, we all need to feel comfortable with who we are. But it is a statement that Sister Gracia says, that she heard someone saying, what you don't like, you need to change that. Can I speak French?
No, yeah, of course you can, yes.
Okay. Je ne pense pas que everything be able to be changed. Because there are some natural beauty that the Lord has given to change one of us. Certain things that we see in the media, changing nose, changing the feature of your back, and your breast and stuff and tummy. I believe there has a consequence with that.
Consequences,
they might not tell us consequences, but there is a big consequence even in the future. When you are getting old, ça va t'affecter. Moi, je
that's true.
Exactly.
Et si tu fais un effort parce que tu t'aimes, voilà, on revient encore à l'effort. Parce que tu aimes ton corps, parce que tu t'acceptes tel que Dieu t'a créé.
Yeah.
Deuxièmement, excusez-moi, je vais te prendre votre exemple.
Non, vas-y.
Deuxièmement, au fil des années, on ne sera jamais la même personne. Quand tu as 10 ans, quand tu as 20 ans, et lorsque tu auras 40 ans, et quand tu atteindras 60 ans, ton corps va changer. J'étais une jeune fille très belle. Et ça, je ne me booste pas. Mais au fil des années, j'ai vu mon corps changer. Ma voix était calme, douce des années passées et rose aujourd'hui. Toutes ces choses, il y a un changement des yeux, un changement des mains, un changement du corps. Parce qu'il y a beaucoup d'événements tout autour de nous qui se passent. Quand tu vas te marier, que tu as des enfants, tu n'auras pas la même forme.
Exactement.
Alors, je pense que vous devez, la sœur Graciani, elle n'arrive pas à s'accepter telle qu'elle est jusqu'aujourd'hui. Pendant qu'il y en a qui la regardent et la trouvent très belle, la trouvent avec une belle taille, et qui disent qu'eux ne font pas ça. C'est discriminant de pouvoir entendre ce genre de choses. Moi, je pense qu'il faut s'aimer tel que tu es, tu es très belle, Gracia. Tu as une très belle taille. Dieu t'a créé, t'as fait extraordinaire. Comme quand t'as vu pour la première fois les pays, tout le monde disait, oh, tu as vu la fille là? Tu as vu la fille là? Mais quand on vous entend parler, oh wow, je comprends que l'émission est importante de pouvoir être, le sujet est très important. En tout cas, merci. Mais moi, je pense qu'il faut s'accepter et attendre au fil des années, il y aura un changement que vous ne voulez pas. Mais si de manière naturelle, nous pouvons manger, faire la gym, prendre soin de soi, je pense que même il y a beaucoup de choses qu'approche que j'aimerais donner à vous et surtout à ceux qui sont en train de me suivre au travers de Bethel.
Oh, merci beaucoup. Merci d'avoir appelé. Bye bye. So, as Apostle Mylene Mudiaye, the progress and the prosperity just called right now and explained to us that it's important to accept yourself. Why? Because someone's body, alright, can change during the years, and you don't know how truly you're going to be looking like in 10 years time, in 20 years time. You don't know really, but if you can make changes like modifying yourself like in a natural way, gym, you know, eating less, or I don't know, just maybe applying certain lotion in your skin, maybe to better maybe certain spots, you know, just working naturally on yourself, then that'll be a great thing, because that will definitely change something and maybe lead you to maybe where you're supposed to be going.
So I feel like it basically keeps you natural beauty and it just make you better. Like as we say, it doesn't changes you, you see. So most important, I believe, you know, when you're trying to look more beautiful, I think it's very important that it's still you. You see? It still has to be you. You can put some eyelashes, but it still has to be your face. It still has to be, you know, you have to look to see that, oh, this is Regine, you know, maybe she's looking a bit pale today, but that's still her.
You.
She's not trying to be like someone else. She's not trying to, you know, shape herself like someone else. She is her, but she's just a better version of herself.
Ooh,
and I feel
like that.
and I feel like this is very important, you see. You know, when it comes to accepting yourself, it doesn't mean that you have to know to stop wearing makeup, to stop dressing nice, and to just accept yourself when you wake up in the morning. No, it's just really accept who you are and don't try to change, you know, to change and become someone else, but just yourself, but in a better way.
In a better way. Yeah, I like that. Well, we are going towards the end of this show, and my question to you, when it comes to beauty, like, how would you advise a young boy, a young girl from your own age, or even above, or even younger, when it comes to beauty, or when it comes to things that we really just spoke about? How would you advise them positively?
So, we have another call.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
So again, really nice topic. I just wanted to say something about what you're saying. I think as well, like as you said, Regine, the social network as well influence a lot of the young generation because like you can see like young lady with a beautiful face, like like a nice body, but some of them they didn't even go to the gym, so we have the tendency to use the easy solution, go to see the doctor and oh yeah, I want to remove my belly, I want to remove that. And then Apostle as well, like when she called, I heard that she mentioned that with age our body change. So I think it's really good to do that kind of show because that allow us to see the truth because we're not perfect and we all experience a time where we were bullied or we have like a bad image of ourselves. But the fact that you're bringing that live, people can realize that I'm not only the only one having that issue, but it's time for me to move forward and to realize that it's time for me to accept myself because what I see outside as a regime is not always true. So maybe if I take the time to focus on me and see what can work for me, then it can work. So yeah, really good show and continue in that direction. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. All right, so thank you again, Minister Kohali, for calling and to give your point of view when it comes to this subject. So come back to you. What advice would you give a young boy, a young girl, any age really from your age, younger, older, when it comes to beauty?
I will say stop comparing yourself. Stop comparing yourself because this is the beginning of so many bad things. So if you need to take time off social media and or follow people who are actually going to bring out the best out of you and not push you to compare yourself to them, do it. Do it because it's very important for your mental health, to be able to accept yourself and to love yourself and to just not comparing yourself constantly, you see. So yeah, I would just say stop comparing yourself because your beauty is there, whether you see it or not. Your beauty is there, and it's kind of waiting for you to see it, you see, and to accept it and to love it. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Stop comparing yourself.
Yeah.
My advice to you, or trying to bring you, I think everything we said today was a massive sparkle, massive etincelle within your life, wherever you're finding yourself. We somehow always have, this issue when it comes to ourselves. There's always something that we don't like about ourselves. There's always something that we don't see it, but others, they do see it. So it's really take this moment, take this time to acknowledge the three layers of yourself, meaning your outside, your physique, we have the inside, which is the soul, and we have a call. Just a moment. Yes, so we have a call right now, which is the person's, so that's basically it. And we basically said, we just basically wanted to enlighten you, to tell you that take time to acknowledge yourself. Take time to acknowledge your physical side, your soul, and your heart. These three parts are very, very important. It's always said, like, look at within yourself before you look at somebody else. Like, if there's 1 second, we have a phone call. Yeah, you can speak, we can hear you.
I just wanted to, just from the program on the meet, you're almost finishing.
Yes.
And, I just wanted to appreciate the program because it's really inspiring. And the one thing that I wanted just to find out, I don't understand why people those want to go through all what they normally go through. Just to create another beauty whereby the scripture is very clear, say that you are wonderful and beautifully made by God.
Amen. Yes.
And when you want to go through, how can I call, which word can I use? You want to fabricate yourself again, made yourself again into something that maybe, even if you change yourself, people that you want them to see you, they can't even appreciate it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you can able to do something to impress other people when they see it, they don't even appreciate you.
Exactly.
So and you find that you waste your money, and I know those kind of things you have to pay a lot of money, because I know one sister went somewhere, I don't know if it's in Russia or somewhere, you went to spend something like 3,050 euros just to do the breast or something.
Oh wow.
And I'm imagining you spend that lots of money just to do that, and then at the end of it, what are you getting?
Exactly.
You see, and then you change all kind of yourself just to impress somebody, or maybe if he sees you, he doesn't even look at that. And then you spend all your energy, the money that you can do something that is going to help you progress in your life, you go and spend for you to go through the knife, through the, I don't know. So for me, I don't see the necessary of it. If you are beautiful, just have to eat right. I mean, do exercise. Beautify yourself in a nice way than to go through the knife and all those kind of things. You don't know the consequence that are going to brought upon your life. That's a little contribution. That's what I wanted just to say concerning the subject that you guys just brought up. So God bless you, and enjoy the rest of the session.
Thank you so much, men of God. God bless you for always, being connected to Etincelle. Hey, we just had another Etincelle from a man of God. Once again, focus on your natural beauty. That's really where I was heading to, and advice to you where you are. That's when, if we come back to to the small part I said at the beginning, when it comes to beauty, the way I compare to a flower. A flower, you don't take out something, you don't add anything. It just comes out of the ground. It stands out the way it is beautiful. The color, it just shines. That's how a flower is. Hey, you are that flower. Whether you're a boy or a girl, you are that flower. Hey, you smell good, and if it means that you need to spray yourself some love when it comes to go a little bit in the gym, spray yourself some love when it comes to inspire yourself with amazing, telling yourself that you're beautiful, and all those other stuff. Oh, where?
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, sorry, me again. I just want to say something. The fact that you're talking, it's good to mention as well that some men as well has problem with beauty.
Yeah.
It's not only women. So the fact that you are talking about the both sides, the both genders, is good, because some men as well, they look at them. They look at the mirror and say like, I can't really, I need to change, so they go into implants and all the stuff. So it's not only women, men as well, they experience it, and they can have depression, and so I just want to mention that. So it's good to remember that men as well can be included.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Minister Koali, for calling.
Bye.
Thank you. So once again, she just enlightened something very, very major, because beauty is not just for female, but it is also for male, for both gender, which are very, very important. So like I said, you are beautiful. Hey, male, that you are beautiful. Female, that you are, and the way you were created, well, you're created with so many things, precious stone within you. Like Sister Regine said, just dig a little bit deeper. Don't just see how the surface of the stone, but if you need to kind of break that stone to look deeper, you need to do it, because you will never know what's inside unless you really bring it to the fire. You know, gold, for you to get gold, you need to, it has to go through what's it called, a journey. You know, you
have to refine
refine it. It has to go through the fire, all this kind of stuff, just to it comes the gold that you and I see. So take care of yourself. Beauty, start seeing beauty not from the outside but also from the inside. Start telling other people as well, because sometimes Sister Regine said some things like, the more you say, people tell you, the more you believe it. So encourage a friend, encourage a sister, encourage a brother, encourage an uncle, someone next to you, near you, around you, who need that extra word, something how they look like. Just say something positive so they can be uplifted. This generation is really, a lot of things are fading, but let's not focus on the fading. Let's try to bring it back.
Amen.
All right. So we're talking about all this kind of stuff so we can bring the beauty back, the way certain things used to be. So you are beautiful. You know, continue to do beautiful things. Continue to inspire the world through your beauty, the inside, the real you. And then beauty is also your background. Accept where you coming, where you came from. Accept the tradition. Accept who you are becoming. As Apostle said, you're changing. You're a young boy. You're probably just 10 or you're 15, and you just feel like you're some type of way. Hey, you're gonna change. Until you become 20, you're gonna be, I don't know who, but only you can decide on that change. All right, so let that change be positive as much as possible. That is what our show Etincelle brought to you today. So we hope that it really enlightened you as much as possible. You think it did?
Thank you so much.
No, do you think that this show enlightened someone?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Especially myself, you know, because now we can discuss it. I know, like, the subject, you know, we discuss some subject, and I know how to discuss it with someone else, and I know that can help, you know, and it can, you know, uplift each other. That's what we're doing, really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that was what Etincelle is. It's all about uplifting you where you are, enlightening you, bringing light into your that place where there was no confidence, that you know, and bring you out of it so you can, you know, feel amazing, great, because you are really precious in the eyes of the Lord. So we're gonna meet again next week, Friday, to discuss something still in the topic of the multiple faces of beauty, because beauty is a massive subject that we're trying to touch, but it's going to be with someone great, someone amazing, and we need you to connect next Friday, the same time, 8 p.m. here in London. I don't know other countries, but make sure that you do connect at that time. You share as much as possible, and so we can really help ourselves to really bring this sparkle within us and becoming great people. Honestly, it's all about that. So Regine, thank you once again for taking this invitation.
Thank you, Gracia,
and I'm sure this is not going to be the last time.
Amen.
Yes. And this was me, Gracia Susuzande, Miss Africa GB Second Princess 2019-2020, your host of today, and we got seeing you next Friday. Take care of yourself. Bye.
Hello guys, how you guys doing? It's me, your girl Gracia Susuzande. Of course, you know me from this amazing, beautiful videos on YouTube, doing all these tutorials for you guys, and also why not on Miss Africa GB 2018 and Miss Congo 2018. Well, right now I'm coming with something fabulous. I'd like to present to you your new TV show, which is going to be called Etincelle. This show is going to be happening every single Friday at 7 p.m. on Bethel TV. So you probably want to find out why Etincelle. Well, Etincelle is a French word for sparkle. For Etincelle, I would like to bring light into someone's life from the dark place where they are, not knowing really who they are and where they're going. or trying to bring them into the light to really wanting to find out and get to know exactly who they are. And with that, I'll be inviting amazing people who got amazing testimony to be able to help you that is going through so much, that you feel like your life is so blurry, that you don't really know your self-identity. These people will be able to help you as themselves have gone through that, you know. So my message to you today is that God has your back. He got you and will not let you go. That you can come from somewhere and go somewhere. Etincelle. You can now catch me live on Facebook, on Bethel TV, sharing the gospel around the world. Every single Friday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Connect yourself, don't miss it, as this is going to be a life changer.
Désolation, désolation, désolation. Un mot qui a tout son sens dans une morgue. Amertume, amertume, amertume. Un mot qui a tout son sens dans un funérail. Silence, silence, silence. Un mot qui a tout son sens dans un cimetière. Quand je pense que les personnes qui s'y trouvent sont un jour allées chercher quelqu'un dans une morgue, ont un jour organisé des funérailles pour leurs proches, sont un jour allées déposer quelqu'un dans cet endroit tellement silencieux, je me rappelle de l'Ecclésiaste qui dit « Vanité des vanités, tout est vanité ». De la poussière ton corps est venu, à la poussière ton corps doit retourner. Parce que oui, ton corps a une existence éphémère. Seule ton âme a une existence éternelle. Au-delà d'avoir une existence éternelle, a-t-elle une vie éternelle? Cette vie n'est possible qu'en une seule et unique personne, Jésus-Christ. Suivre Jésus ne veut pas dire prier et jeûner tous les jours. Sinon le ciel ne serait que pour les bouddhistes et les musulmans. Suivre Jésus ne veut pas dire donner l'aumône. Sinon Michael Jackson serait le premier candidat pour le ciel. Suivre Jésus ne veut pas dire chanter, prier ou partir à l'église tous les jours. Suivre Jésus, c'est faire de lui ta priorité. C'est abandonner tout ce qui t'empêche de le suivre. C'est te laisser mourir afin de laisser sa vie te remplir de manière à ce que tu puisses lui ressembler. Si tu te juges trop jeune pour lui donner ta vie, alors tu as l'âge parfait pour la donner au diable. Et n'oublie surtout pas que les cercueils ne sont pas fabriqués en fonction de l'âge. Même un bébé de 1 jour est capable de trouver un cercueil à sa taille dans une pompe funèbre. Si tu trouves que tu es trop occupé pour lui donner ta vie, laisse-moi te dire que tu es vraiment libre pour l'enfer. Parce que oui, l'enfer est aussi bourré des hommes et des femmes d'affaires. Toutes ces personnes qui sont réduites à ces silences éternels ont un jour parlé, ont un jour dansé, sont un jour partis dans des boîtes de nuit, ont un jour fumé des chanvres, se sont un jour enivrés, ont un jour volé, ont un jour été beaux, belles, pourquoi pas sexy comme toi. Mais aujourd'hui, où sont-elles? La terre les a rappelées. La terre a réclamé une partie d'elle. La terre a réclamé une partie d'elle. Le pire n'est pas de retourner poussière, mais le pire c'est d'exister éternellement au lieu de vivre éternellement. Donne ta vie à Jésus-Christ. Que ton âge, que ton entourage, que ton passé, que tes iniquités ne puissent t'empêcher de lui donner ta vie. Que rien ne puisse t'empêcher de donner ta vie à ce Jésus-Christ. Si tu doutes de l'amour de Jésus, alors regarde la croix. Regarde ce sang qui a coulé. Regarde l'œuvre de la croix. Et tu comprendras tout. Tu comprendras la grandeur de son amour pour toi. Donne ta vie à Jésus-Christ. Que les oreilles de ton cœur, que les oreilles de ton âme ne puissent résister à cet appel. Donne-lui ta vie avant qu'il ne soit trop tard. Parce que le choix entre l'existence éternelle et la vie éternelle ne se fait pas après ton pèlerinage sur cette terre, mais pendant ce court voyage. Donne-lui ta vie avant qu'il ne soit trop tard. Que Dieu te bénisse.
Femme, connecte-toi. Ce soir, nous aurons
ton meilleur ami, ton ami de tout le temps, toujours prêt à te consoler. Yahweh, ton meilleur ami, il veut être ton ami de tout le temps. Il est prêt à te consoler. Na Bethel, lisolo ya camarade nanga. Il veut aussi être ton ami. Femme, tu peux te connecter. Il est la source de vie, il est la source de paix. Oui, femme, connecte-toi, Jésus. Il est ton meilleur ami. Jésus, ton meilleur ami. Ton meilleur ami. Quand la dépression a frappé à ma porte, Yahweh, je ne pouvais pas en parler. Personne ne pouvait me comprendre. Mais mon ami m'a toujours compris. Alléluia. Oh, il est mon ami de tout le temps. Ce soir, femme, il veut aussi être ton ami. Aujourd'hui, femme, il veut aussi être ton ami. Connecte-toi à cette source de vie. Connecte-toi à ton sauveur Jésus. Femme, connecte-toi. Il est la solution. Femme, connecte-toi à cet homme qui s'appelle Jésus, 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 Jésus. Ton meilleur ami, il s'appelle Jésus, Jésus, Jésus. Ton meilleur ami, Jésus, mon meilleur ami. Il est mon meilleur ami. Femme, connecte-toi à ton meilleur ami. Ton meilleur ami. Ton meilleur ami. Femme, connecte-toi à ton meilleur ami. À ton meilleur ami. À ton meilleur ami.
Peut-être que ton problème ce soir, c'est parce que tu te dis, tu es tellement sale, ton passé est tellement sale que tu ne peux pas te connecter à Jésus. Laisse-moi te dire qu'un jour, Jésus est en train de manger avec ses disciples et les collecteurs d'impôts sont venus et ils se sont mis à manger avec eux. Et la Bible dit que les pharisiens ont commencé à murmurer et à dire, mais si cet homme est vraiment celui qui prétend être, comment est-ce qu'il peut manger avec les pécheurs? Jésus leur dit, c'est le malade qui a besoin du médecin. Alors laisse-moi te dire ce soir, si tel est ton cas, tu es malade, tu as besoin de Jésus. Ne fuis pas, car lui seul peut te changer, lui seul peut te transformer, lui seul peut faire de toi la femme de ta destinée, la femme que tu es destinée à être. Connecte-toi à Jésus, c'est lui ton meilleur ami. Connecte-toi à Jésus, parle-lui, passe du temps avec lui, sors de la distraction, sors de toutes ces choses qui ne t'emmèneront nulle part. Et connecte-toi à Jésus, car lui seul est la solution, lui seul est le chemin, la vérité et la vie. Femme, connecte-toi à Jésus. Que Dieu vous bénisse.
Femme, connecte-toi. Nous nous retrouvons vendredi prochain à 18 h. En attendant, n'hésite pas à aimer cette vidéo et de partager.
Bethel TV, sharing the gospel around the world. La bonne nouvelle, en tout temps et en tout lieu.